Due to the several topics that are now being discussed, March is already shaping up to be quite the roller coaster ride for all of you XRP holders. In conclusion, China's official response to Trump's tariff war is appearing absolutely insane. However, this week is also filled with other insane events, such as the crypto conference, other international trade disputes, and much more. And to get the video off to a good start, I wanted to open with what is perhaps the funniest thing ever. That is Jim Cramer coming out and saying the following. When you consider the Jim Cramer reversal index and how frequently he is incorrect about what he says and the opposite occurs, it is comical that he says he does not see a trade deal on the horizon and that optimism may be misguided. Therefore, if it is, as it typically is, the opposite day in Jim Cramer land, this indicates that the trade war will be coming to an end very soon and that a trade agreement will be reached shortly. Additionally, some members of Trump's team also favor this. As we can see, Commerce Secretary Lutnick indicates that we should anticipate an announcement this afternoon regarding Canada and Mexico providing relief. He may not be referring to China in this statement. Perhaps Trump will think about providing assistance. It's what he stated, and he mentioned that we should anticipate an announcement regarding the situation sometime this afternoon, correct? So, we'll see how that turns out. We'll see how things turn out with China. Since I do think that China is currently the United States' greatest trading partner, we did receive some news about how China intends to respond, which we will discuss momentarily. This will undoubtedly have a significant influence on the markets. Thus, we will observe exactly what transpires in this situation. I'm really interested to see how this all turns out since, in any case, there will be chances to profit whether the trade war ends or continues. There are possibilities on both sides of the coin, whether it's buying the dip or taking some off on the next peak when we're shooting up. President Trump's intention to unveil a Bitcoin reserve policy at this Friday's White House Crypto Summit is another intriguing piece of news that, in my opinion, will have a significant effect on the market. For those of you who are unaware, Friday is the day that the Crypto Summit will take place. Brad Garlinghouse and many members of the Solana team will be among the many folks who will be present. I'll go into specifics about who will be attending that in a moment, but it will be huge for the XRP community because we will be there, we will be talking about policy, and we will be a part of the strategic crypto reserve that Trump announced. That is really amazing for the entire crypto industry because other cryptos will also be involved. Naturally, this Bitcoin reserve plan will be extremely significant simply to determine how much Bitcoin the US government will purchase. Is it going to be a fixed sum each month or each day as El Salvador does? We shall see though. We'll see how that turns out, exactly. And this might have amazing implications for Bitcoin. The United States is attempting to go wild and buy 5 Bitcoins every day. There will be an enormous supply shock in the cryptocurrency markets as a result of the exponential decline in the amount of Bitcoin that will be available, which might lead to significant price movement, depending on how optimistic this purchase plan becomes. And if it's a set or not, I can see Bitcoin reaching as high as $200,000, which is what many people are wondering how far the markets may go. Quantity each and every day, each month, and each week. Well, we shall see. It's pretty intriguing to see how that turns out. You guys need to be really excited about that, you know. As a result, if the supply of Bitcoin becomes limitless, the supply of XRP will likewise become limited, since the US government will also be purchasing XRP from the market. And yes, in the long run, this may mean fantastic things for each and every cryptocurrency included in this reserve. And we will observe how that unfolds once more. Nevertheless, as you can see, Ripple is pleased to endorse the establishment of the brand new National Cryptocurrency Association, or NAT, Crypto Association on X. They made a video public. Now, this is also incredible. In essence, the Ripple team is introducing a variety of educational materials to make sure that the general public is fully informed about the advantages of cryptocurrencies and how they operate. In my view, this is happening at the ideal moment because the adoption curve is rapidly increasing, and there are currently about 50 million Americans and hundreds of millions of people worldwide who are beginning to get involved with cryptocurrencies. As a result, a very large number of people are interested in learning more. Therefore, our entire national cryptocurrency organization will be dedicated to teaching the public so that they can comprehend the meaning of self-custody and why it is advantageous for them in comparison to other decentralized technologies. That is amazing, in my opinion. Because of this as well, I believe that a lot more people will soon join the space. It may be amazing depending on how big this alliance does go. Of course, they only recently debuted, but already have 6,000 followers. I'll be monitoring that and reporting back to you people on its progress. Having said that, I did want to show you guys something truly amazing. This is essentially a great overview of U.S. crypto policy, and it provides you with a sort of flow chart showing which ones suit the majority of the key development sectors. As you can see, there are several distinct categories. Applications for ETFs have been made in the USA. Trump has made reference to blockchain projects that are present at the White House. Additionally, only one project is handling each and every one of them. In reality, there are two. In fact, there are two projects that are working on each and every one of them. The two most important projects are ADA and XRP. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of ADA, although I still greatly favor XRP. These projects are meeting all of these standards, and I believe that this will make them the industry's biggest victors. In case you're wondering how many projects will be attending the White House, the answer is a resounding yes. It's amazing that AVAX, XRP, ADA, PHL, SUI, Aptos, Near Protocol, Move, and XCH will all be present at the White House. Trump has also brought up a number of other topics such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and ADA. Additionally, tons are produced in the United States of America. Therefore, projects that suit this model are likely worth investigating since, as you might imagine, the more categories they hit, the more likely it is that they will be successful in getting government regulation. The good news is that XRP is one of the few projects in the world that addresses all of these issues. Additionally, I would want to remind everyone that the XRP litigation has not yet been formally confirmed to be over. As you can see, there are many advantages for XRP in this situation, taking into account all of its categories. Yes, that's really awesome. I now want to discuss a topic that many of you are likely quite interested in: the relationship between China and the United States. Nothing is off the table, as demonstrated by the recent confrontation between the two biggest economies in the world and the presence of the Chinese embassy in China. As you can see, they were cited as saying this straight from their account. We are prepared to battle to the finish if the United States want war, whether it be a trade war, tariff war, or another kind of conflict. It sounds like war, like an outright conflict. China is prepared to go for that in this situation. They are essentially suggesting that everything is possible if the United States decides to attack us. Now, this sounds like bellicose rhetoric to me. This messaging doesn't sit well with me. This, in my opinion, is blatantly foolish. In my opinion, innocent people should never be killed in any way. Indeed, it also makes it very evident that China is unwilling to accept responsibility for any of the problems that Trump has discovered with them, including a particular item that they bring into the nation in large quantities and that has led to a severe epidemic in the United States. Having said that, I do believe that this is a regrettable remark from China, but we will still have to wait and watch how Trump reacts. Since this is one of the day's top headlines, I'm confident he will address it as well, most likely during his speech tonight. All of those reporters will undoubtedly be inquiring about it.